Okay, I wanted to show you real quick. I am working on a junk journal cover, and I'm using a packaging that I got, like a packaging envelope. And I cut the ends off, and when you cut the ends off, it opens it up, and so you're getting double. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this down the middle, and then I'm going to have two covers out of my one packaging. So I just wanted to show you that. So I originally cut it down to about 12.5 by 9. Yes, by 9. And then once I did that and trimmed that down, that opened it up. So you can get two junk journal covers out of the one packaging. So I just wanted to show you that. I will be back after a while. Okay, so I decided to just use one part of my packaging. So I will have two covers out of that one packaging. And I decided I'm going to paint mine in French linen by Dixie Belle. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a coat. It may take 2 coats. And then I will be back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and put my second coat on. And I decided to put a paint inlay on the front of my cover. So I don't think I've ever put a paint inlay on paper before. So we're going to see how this goes. I will let you watch the process as I put the paint inlay down. I think I just forgot to record that process, but I decided to put a paint inlay down on my junk journal. So I wet the back of my paint inlay and I put it down into the wet paint. So I will come back when it is dried and show you what it looks like. Okay, so what do you think of this? I knew it was going to have some creases because this is not a smooth surface. There is like little styrofoam bubbly things inside there. So I think it's going to be really cool for a junk journal cover because I could put a topper on the front and then maybe do a little bit of something to the back. But I'm going to let it dry. And then I'm going to seal it up, and then I'm going to decide what to do after that. Okay, so both sides have been painted, and this side has the paint inlay on it, and I put a top coat on both, the Dixie Belle clear coat flat is what I used on both sides. It feels really good. The paint inlay is not chipping off or anything like that. So I'm very happy with the way that that is looking. But I wanted to show you real quick there are these little foam dots that are inside here, and when they're close to the edge like that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, this scraper has a sharp end, like a metal end and a plastic. I'm going to use my plastic end of my scraper, and I'm just going to go in along the edges and take those off, the little dots. So if I want to put lace or anything like that, I can do that at this time. And then by removing these little dots, these little foam dots, it'll help me glue it down, so it'll be flat along here. And then if I want to use my sewing machine or anything like that along the edges, it'll just make it a little. Okay, so I decided before I go ahead and glue down all the edges, I took off all the little white dots that I wanted to take off. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac, and I'm going to go ahead and put lace in while this is open. So I'm just going to use my Fabri-Tac and run a strip of glue inside here, and then I'm just going to add my lace. This is like a great time to add the lace. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm just going to continue along here putting my glue and adding my lace. Okay, I'm going to be making a journal topper for my journal cover, and I'm just going to let you watch the process because my voice is still kind of raspy, I guess, from having a cold. So I'm just going to turn on some music and let you watch the process, and then I will show you everything when I'm done. Okay, so here is the finished journal cover. For the lace on the bottom to darken it up, I used the Tim Holtz Distressed ink in antique linen. And also I went around the whole journal and I did hand stitching instead of using the sewing machine. I thought it gave it a more vintage look. So there's the back with the paint inlay. And I'll probably put a little bit of lace in here as pockets as soon as I find the right size lace. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.